Boy, it feels kind of weird to be back, but been away for a while, but now we are back. When was the last time we streamed? Freaking what, 2 months ago or something? Something crazy like that. That was before my Japan trip, and yeah, I've since come back, and since I've been back, it's been one gong show after another, let's say that. And some things has come up, and some things have just prevented me from being able to stream since I've been back. But I finally have the time, and finally an excuse to do this. I figured that I should stream at least one more time before the year is out and over with. I just wasn't entirely sure what I should do until this dropped, and I'm like, oh, cool. Now I know what I'm going to do for a Christmas stream. And couldn't come at a better time. But yeah, this will probably be the last stream of the year. As this week I will be visiting family for the holidays. I'm actually not 100% sure how long I'll be away. I don't know if I'm going to be staying away until the new year, or if I'm going to come back earlier and do New Year stuff with my local friend group. I'm not entirely sure yet. Plans are moldable as they go. But for now, how you guys doing? It's good to have you guys back. For those watching, so how you guys been? I have been incredibly tired, especially today. How do you guys feel about having a car alarm outside your door going on for like 5 hours of the night, almost nonstop? It was awful. It was absolutely awful. So I had to sleep the morning in. Like, it went almost nonstop from 1:30 in the morning to about 6. And I wasn't able to get any kind of decent sleep until then. So if I sound a little bit out of it, it may just be still recovering from that. And it kind of throwing my sleep schedule out of whack that I really didn't want to do. But, sometimes there's just things that we can't really control. I did what I could. I reported it to both my apartment property management and to the police. So we'll see what comes from that. Probably nothing, but if I'm being completely honest. But yes, anyways, that was my day. It hasn't really been super eventful. I see Curran in chat with a Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you. It's a wonderful time of year. Looking forward to spending time with the folks and celebrating the reason for the season. And hold on, I just want to check on something here a little bit, and probably wait for a little bit for people to get on the stream before we go ahead and get started in here. I do, however, want to give a shout out to Crash Car TV04, who's followed 16 days ago. Wow. I thought you followed already. Huh. I don't know. D Brennan in the chat is peeking, and hi, we see you there. I see you there. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Good to have you. Oh yeah, and my Twitch year in review is also available now. And because I actually streamed a decent amount this year, I actually had some things of note to share, which I probably will tomorrow. But it looks like that total I've had 48 streams, 108 hours streamed on 35 different days, and total hours watches 562. So thank you guys. You guys are awesome. I would not be here where I am here on Twitch without you guys, even though I'm still kind of bottom of the barrel, but hey, we all gotta start somewhere, right? And that's so fine. That's okay. I don't mind being a small time guy. I just I don't know. Sometimes it feels a little more personal being able to I guess have a viewer pool small enough that I can interact with everyone individually. That's one thing I've always appreciated, and it's why I don't really watch really big streams with like thousands of people, because it's like, what's the point really? Your name's only gonna be on screen for like a split second as the chat just rushes on by, not really contributing anything. But I like the feel of these smaller streams. It allows me to be more interactive and more personal. Hey, thanks for the follow, D. Brennan. I appreciate that. Get the Koopa side eye. You looking at you? He's looking at you, kid. I appreciate that. Thanks for the follow, man. All right, so I have not played through this new Brok Christmas game. So I'm going in it completely blind. No idea what to expect. I also don't think it's that long. I think it's only about an hour or two to complete. So hopefully we'll be able to finish this off in one night. Just bear with me. And we got a Dancy boy in chat. Very nice. Very, very, very nice. I still need to get my own like Twitch emotes. Those will come eventually. I promise. I know I keep saying that they will. They will someday. Hopefully sometime next year. Next year is going to be a pretty big change. I need to rethink and reevaluate some stuff. I need to be a lot better at time management, and I also need to dedicate more time to some of my passion projects that have been in perpetual limbo and production hell. And so I should probably do something about that. Get my butt back in gear on that. Anyways, let's go ahead. We're going to turn off the music here, and I think we're go on ahead and dive on into the game here. We're going to switch out over here. Hi, welcome back. It's me. It's been quite a while. As you can tell, nothing really much has changed about me. But did you really expect? Some things never change, and one of those things is me. So everything I said about like things changing in the new year will probably not even happen. So hey. But I am glad to see that my Twitch setup is still working after so long. Sometimes I'll go like a week without streaming, and everything's all kinds of screwed up, and I have to recalibrate everything and basically reconnect everything, make sure that everything is working again, just to get back into what I was doing just a week previous. So glad that I don't have to really change anything in regard to this. Have some ramen. I could use some ramen right now. I'm a little full right now. I actually had a nice spaghetti dinner tonight. It's quite nice indeed. Might have to have ramen another time. Anyways, Brok, Natal, a new Christmas. I say let's go on ahead and dive right on into it. I'm assuming it's going to be basically the same kind of deal as the main game, just on a smaller scale. Here we are.
For accessibility options, press X.
Oh, yeah, we gotta hear that accessibility options. Gotta hear that we have that. Oh, hello. I control a cursor with my controller rather than having it navigate the menu normally using that. So it seems like that game really, really wants you to use the keyboard and mouse. But we're not going to do that. We're going to be rebels and we're going to use the controller. Basic stuff, sound controls, Steam store page, Calcat socials, the Discord, which I'm not a part of, accessibility options. Nope, I think we're good on that front. Go ahead and turn down the volume a little bit on my end. Drink some tea, says Brendan. I might. I need to. I might. Maybe some herbal tea because I'm gonna try to keep the flu away. Anyways, let's get right on into it. Let's see what's in store for us today. A new Christmas. My name is Graf Filch. I'm a cat and I'm 15 years old. You hear that, fandom? He's 15! I always try my best, although I'm often depressed, even compared to your average teenager. Doing your best isn't always enough. Life constantly gets in the way. That's what I feel, at least. Having already lost both my parents. So, I'm an orphan. Or I would be, if not for that weird reptile investigator named Brok. He's cool enough, I guess, as far as legal guardians go. However, I'm at least thankful to study at the coveted Consciousness Center in the slums. Wait. Why am I thinking of studies? Why can't I have a nice dream for once? Why is it always about... Hey Graf, wake up! Ah, here's a familiar scene. Oh, hi, I guess you couldn't get the VAs back for this. Hey Graf, stayed up last night, right? Good guess. It's so crowded. Looks like the whole class is here. There's no one else there! Yep, the director is about to make an announcement. Too bad there's only 4 chairs. Everyone else has to stand up. We're so privileged. We would be if he wasn't in our group. Clay? Easy to pull strings when you're the director's only son. Still, that shouldn't stop him from being nicer. Better avoid contact with him. Hey, I'll pretend I didn't hear you guys. Well, the others aren't following the specific courses to become drummers. I don't get it. Who wouldn't want the opportunity to live in safe under the dome instead of this? This. Crappy land? Pretty much. Hey, since when are you two so based? I thought you were pretending not to hear us. We won't be stuck here that much longer. Just a few more months. And we'll finally have our place. Hopefully. Oh, come on. Show some enthusiasm. Your evaluations are consistently great. Better than mine, anyway. You'll pass, Ott. You can't know that. I know you. Bunny kid. Shut up, guys! The director is here! Dear students of Consciousness Center S1, as you know, tomorrow is Natal the supreme holiday of Alasia. Celebrating our traditions is important in our society. It is a mark of your integration and proof of your desire to combine your skills into a unified whole, the collective intelligence. Therefore, it has been decided that this year would be special. Special? How? You will be evaluated on your jabber. Should have seen it coming. Silence! Ouch, my ears! Good thing she doesn't use that shriek often. As I was saying, you will be evaluated to ensure the proper execution of the celebration. It has to be proper. You have to properly celebrate holidays our way. Do not worry. Only a score of 0 on your evaluation would get you eliminated. Let me remind you the grand meaning of Natal Untail. Efficiency, accuracy, and individuality. These are the 3 words you should strive for. Starting from teen age and until adult age, on Natal Untail Day, you must earn enough to pay for 1 item. Your money, or precisely your uni's accounts, are reset to 0. Parent and friend transfers are strictly controlled. It can't be relatives of your school friends either. Too bad for you, Clay. No cheating this time. I don't need that. Terry. Sorry. The single item must be a precious gift to yourself. We're buying gifts for ourselves? The best gift you could ever want, with a value within the limits of what you've earned. This tradition allows you a preliminary experience to find your usefulness in society. Your motivation to earn something good should shine through your work. What if I don't need anything? This is good. Sparing Earth's resources will always be rewarded. So we don't even have to do anything? We don't even have to get anything and we'll still be looked upon as good, outstanding citizens? Easy peasy. Loophole found. Except during this special day. Darn. Everyone needs something. Listen to your inner self. In ancient times, citizens celebrated Natal in a very different fashion. They purchased presents for family and friends. From a flower pot to a new meaty me system, anything physical could serve as a present. They also spent countless amounts of valuable energy on lighting for decorations. The direct benefits on humans were vastly underwhelming when put into relation with their immense wastes of energy. I wonder if this sounds familiar at all. I wonder if this is trying to be a little bit of a social commentary. While good for the economy, it contributed to further degradation of the planet, and we suffer the effects to this very day, because people can't stop putting lights on their houses and trees. Like, we should just leave our houses being boring all year. Yeah, we should totally do that. All for the sake of the planet. Our land cannot afford us being irresponsible anymore. Yeah, right. As if the drummers aren't still wasting resources buying stupid things. And finally, the big family and friend reunions are organized often result in arguments. What started as a moment of joy ended all too often in depression and breakups. A few centuries ago, the tradition was in danger of being abandoned altogether. Yeah, it's called today. The government in place decided to make substantial changes to accommodate the current situation of the country and rectified every aspect. Now it was focused on the individual self and real needs, more suitable both for you and your environment. Is that clear to all of you? So you have until tomorrow evening to earn unis through labor. No friends or family involved. Find your own job today. Then buy yourself the best gift you can think of. Please read and respect the rules. A copy has been sent to your phones. Disqualification could result in your eviction. It is not worth trying to cheat the system. You better be nice to yourself or else we're going to kick you out. Again, keep in mind, accuracy, efficiency, and individuality. It must be something personal and useful to you. What does accuracy have to do with that? Any questions? Can we access the drums to find the job or purchase the gift? Sorry, only the slums. Of course. Anyone else? Good. We'll meet again here in the evening. Students, please leave the facility now. Okay. A strange version of a wonderful holiday that we all know and love, but okay. Great. With everything that's been happening lately, I don't have a clue where to look for a job. Same for me, really. We have a bad leak at the rainstorm yesterday. I was supposed to help Mom and Dad fix it, but studies are the priority. I could tell Brok to come help. Nah, you know my dad. He's too proud to have help. Bye, suckers. Where are you going, Clay? Just so I know what corner of the slums to avoid. Then it'll be my pleasure not to tell you. Ugh. Typical. Hey, how about going together? Sorry, the rules are clear. We need to do this on our own. Besides, I'm still worried about our apartment, so I was going to stop there first anyway. Alright. Later, Rot. Ah ha 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 ha. 3034, huh? We got no money! 0 uni. You don't have any money! Huh. Guess I zoned out. I'm already back at my apartment. Let's see those ads. Looking for a trash collector and residue cleaner at the old structure. Ugh, no! Hairdresser assistant. That one's too far, and this one... Oof! Brok, watch out! You almost ran me over! And man, in my circles, that would be an honor. Sorry, I thought you were at school. Not school, consciousness center. Yeah, what you doing here? What day is it? Huh? Oh, yeah. That thing for narcissistic drummers. Natal Until isn't narcissistic, and it's for everyone. The goal is to elevate ourselves in society. You're smart, son. Don't buy into that crap. Anyway, gotta fly. That door won't fix itself. And I'm already late to my clients. And my client, yeah. Oh my god, I can't read. And I'm already late, so my client's gonna kill me. Wanna come? We're supposed to find our job by ourselves. You can always keep me company on the road. Nothing like going out in the streets to land a gig. Keep both of your feline eyes wide open. All right. Go walk with our dad. What's wrong? Don't know. I have the shivers. It's getting colder this season. Well, sort of. Hey, maybe we'll get snow this year. Snow? You don't remember? Once in a while, when the temperature gets low enough, water particles in the air change into ice. Then they fall from the sky, forming little crystals that pile up into a white powder. Sounds like sand rains. Yeah, but less threatening, and much prettier. Until you have to drive in it. I would love to see that. I wish you could. Alicia hasn't seen snow in years. Used to be more up. I was reading that! What was that? Nothing good, I assume. But hey, that's life in the slums. Let's just press on and... That's Shay. Who? Hey, what's up? Okay? Seems urgent. Gotta go. But hey, I was supposed to... Remember, keep both eyes open. There he goes. He runs pretty fast, all things considered. He's a healthy chub. He still fits. No point staying here. I wandered around the streets. Near the edges of crumbling underground housing, I encountered toddlers playing in the sand with what I'll simply describe as trash. Adults busy running around. Others with a dazed smile as if they took drugs and weren't in their right minds. So nothing's changed, pretty much. In any case, nobody paid attention to me, and I seriously doubted they had anything to offer me. But eventually... Ah, this stand. Great, already in the poorest area. That decomposing stench of garbage doesn't lie. There goes all my chances of making any money. Hello, young man. Hello? Aren't you one of those believers? Oh, yes. I am currently setting up my stall. Natal Tale is a crucial day for all of us. And for your business, I bet. Admittedly, yes. Let's praise the Almighty for this opportunity to help us celebrate his birth once more. His birth? Wait, did you say Natal Tale? Oh my, it appears you're lacking Untailism lessons. I dozed off during those. Well, it's never too late. What would you say about helping me clean and install my articles, while I read you some Untail pages? Would I earn something? I'm actually looking for a job. Talai Lude! All young lads are following in the new Nail Untail tradition. How about this? I'll give you 10 units for each client that comes and buys something. That's... a risk that nobody comes and buys this junk. I mean, who would? Think about it. The better you install and decorate, the cleaner the stall. And the more chances someone will buy. Your motivation will be indirectly rewarded. I guess so. You'll do a fine job. Our protector always rewards the youth. I may regret this. Alright then. I started helping with the stall. I had no idea what I was doing, but I tried my best. Meanwhile, the lady started telling me more about her interpretation of the old tradition, which got me intrigued. Aww, he's so happy. Natal was all about love and sharing. Each year, children impatiently waited for this special day. Parents would cut a pine tree and place it in the center of their home. Oh, is that why you're selling these little trees? Yes, aren't they cute? A little. They decorated them with little balls and garlands, and the beauty came from the tree itself. Oh, and those snow globes. They capture how it was like, comfy and warm at home, when it was freezing and snowing outside. And when you shake them, I see. So that's snow. Kids loved making snowmen when they were lucky enough to get snow. Lucky ones indeed. Santa was a magical entity wearing red, looking like an old bear with a white beard. Santa is always a bear when it comes to furry stuff. It's like his persona. You can't argue against that. It is said that the Untail sends him to Earth once every year to bring joy to children around the world. At midnight, he enters homes to drop his presents around the pine tree while everyone is asleep. Wouldn't that be privacy violation? Was he actually a thief? Not at all. Nobody minded, as he was a benevolent spirit who would never harm anyone. And if kids hung little socks on their chimney, Santail put candies in them. What a swell guy. The next morning, children would gather up and open their presents with all their family. Tell me, what magic is there about buying your own gift? Well, plain logic. No one but me could get the best present for myself. You'd be surprised. Sometimes your closest friends and family can know yourself better than you do. Children sent Santail a list of the gift they wanted the most, of course, but he never needed it. Santail always knew what was the best. Sounds like a god. Of a sort. But that misses the point. It wasn't all about the gifts. Sharing time with loved ones was the most important thing. It is incorrect to say Natal Untail, as our Lord and Savior was actually born with a tail. I understand the motivation behind the new tradition, but it makes me sad. We've deviated so much from the original spirit. I am convinced all those changes are the reason why we haven't seen Santail for so long. You know, miracles do happen. I was wishing for help this morning, and here you are. That's not even a coincidence, much less a miracle. All of us students are looking for a job today. If you say so, personally, I believe. If you wish for something hard enough, it can happen. Right. If it's that easy, guess I'll try someday. This feels like just like a storybook cutscene DLC, basically. It's very cozy, this scene. Very, very heartwarming. So, little trees, snow globes, Santail statues, decorations. And I assume those little packages are presents. You're selling all the symbols from the old tradition. I am. That's pretty. I'll take some pictures. Want to show to all my friends. I mean, my friend. Feel free. The golden Santail statue is gorgeous, isn't it? This is the highlight of my stand. It is invaluable, so I always keep it close to me. Please look after it. Which means something bad's gonna happen to it, I'm sure. Sure. Hey, looks like we have a first client. Hello, sir. Would you like anything? Just looking. We don't often get religious stalls around here. Where's your church? Oh, it's not mine. I'm the pastoral assistant. It's a bit further down the street. I see. Well, good luck. Danante. Too bad. They didn't buy anything. Have faith. more people will notice. You did a wonderful job. Let's hope so. 3 hours later, we did get a few buyers. Good enough to earn me 60 unis. I was cleaning the stand again. Powder used to simulate snow and spread messily on the table. When... Excuse me? Hey! That woman! She bumped right into me. And of course, it had to be a hippopotamus. Ha! There's a yo mom joke in there somewhere. Oh no! My golden sandtail! She's stolen it! Ha! Who called it? Who called it? This guy. What? I told you to look after it. What did you do? I put it to the side of the table to clean. I could still see the thief, so I sprinted straight ahead. Luckily, I'm a cat, and she was a hippo. I managed to catch up to her, and, without thinking, tackled her. Arg! The situation wasn't pretty. She fell onto a rock, and her leg was bleeding. Ew. Nothing too serious, thankfully, but I felt responsible anyway. I'm sorry, No, this wasn't the time for an apology. Where was that valuable statue? Before I could set my eyes on it, a shadow crept behind me. The overwhelming shadow of a policeman bear. Is it RJ? What's going on here? Sir, she stole that! The bear had already retrieved the statue. Judging from the thickness of those arms, none of us would ever be able to snatch it from him, that's for sure. Not that I wanted to. I needed money, but stealing was out of the question. He forcibly brought us both back to the merchant, who was relieved. For a short while, anyway. Shut! Oh no, here comes my allergy again. So this is yours. Danante, the Almighty shall find a way to honor you on this holy day. Can't believe I was caught by a kitten! A sudden pat on my shoulder made me shiver. Good job, boy. Bear. I moved away instantly to avoid his touch. He didn't understand why. And to be frank, I didn't either. A part of me truly appreciated the big, comforting paw on my shoulder. Paw? No, it was more than that. It was exactly what I needed at this moment. Yet, another part of me screamed deep inside. This was out of my control. Achoo! Hey, madam? Yes, good sir? This stall of yours. It was declared? This part of the slums. Not supposed to have merchants. I mean... Clearly her business wasn't in order. Need to check all this with the chief. With me? Gonna take a... I didn't get to finish yet! I didn't let him finish. This was my call to scamper off like a scolded cat. Hey boy, wait! I'm so tired today. If only I had a colleague. Or a friend. I'll be your friend, RJ. Go bear. I'll be friend. I'll be a big hug and you can break my back. The clock was ticking. There was no way I could afford to waste the rest of my day here. I felt terrible. That was a disaster. I was responsible for the statue getting stolen in the first place. I didn't even think when I moved it. I accidentally hurt someone. A thief, yes. But the sight of her blood was still fresh in my mind. I hated it. I ran away from a police officer. What will that bear do if I run into him again? And in the end, I may have caused trouble to the untailed believer, who was nice enough to me. All I had was 60 unis. Couldn't hope to purchase anything worthwhile with such a pitiful amount. Without thinking, my legs led me back in front of my building. It didn't take me long to figure out what was coming next. So dramatic!
Brok! The Brocky! Time for the Brocky man!
My name is Brok. Just Brok. I'm a self-proclaimed investigator. Although most of my daily routine consists of odd jobs, helping people in need in exchange for a few unis, in best cases. Been living all my life in the slums, so that helps. Well, except for a few months, but I don't really want to dwell on that. We may not have much over here, but we're doing what we can to survive and help each other. We're certainly not as stuck up as drummers. The dome is nothing more than a bubble of comfort that they're stuck in, ignoring reality. It was suitable for some, not for me. Anyway, I was going to Shay's garage, one of my childhood friends. We ran into each other just a few years ago, and have kept up since. She's a bit on the crazy side, and that muffled call worried me. No wonder she's so isolated out here. I'll never get used to the stench of that lake. The door is open. Good or bad sign? Shay? Shay? Where are you hiding?
Behind here!
Oh, that pile of crates, old clothes, and wires? I thought you had an emergency.
This is an emergency! I'm stuck!
Sorry if I couldn't tell. You're always half hidden under stuff, busy with something.
Cut the nonsense and get me out!
It took some effort to get her free.
Phew. Alright, great. Back to work.
What? I came all the way here and that's all I get?
Look, that was a particularly unpleasant situation. I'm not in the mood.
Shay! She glanced towards me for the first time, and suddenly her attitude changed.
Oh God!
What? What?
Nothing. I just remembered why I avoid looking at you.
You did?
Because then I can never refuse you anything. Ahem, ahem. My handsome hero! Always here to save me with those big, strong arms!
Don't overdo it. I just thought you'd want to chat. You know, like normal people do.
Exactly, normal people.
Shay resumed work. Some days I wonder why I'm even your friend.
You can't resist a company of individuals who are your polar opposite.
Do you mind at least explaining how you got stuck like a fly on sticky tape?
Oh, alright.
Suddenly, a certain acquaintance barged in, accompanied by a range of police tribots. What the? Wes?
That's Commissioner Wes for you, pork. Considering your presence here, all my suspicions of shenanigans going on in this garage were well founded. 1 minute allocated for the individuals to fail to explain themselves.
The explosion! Shay, was that you?
Minor oopsie.
Hey Dart, how's it going? I see you in chat.
I was working on my cannon burst when I fed it with a Zing 31 instead of a Zing 21. I misread the instructions the old Shay gave me. Anyone can make that mistake.
You should play the original game to get that reference. Talking to yourself in third person again, huh?
Cannon burst? Our database does not find any record. Well, duh, that's the first one in this timeline. Basically, feed the cannon with any material and it will multiply into thousands of nanoparticles in the air. For instance, you could put water inside and you could get instant rain. Isn't that cool?
What would you even need that for?
For my thermometer. The statement from the individual with aqua-colored feathers only makes sense at a 3% degree. Aha. I'm too old to care. Let me just confiscate it and call it a day. Agents? Yes, sir.
They're out of sight. Good riddance.
I still wonder who built that bot.
Why do you care?
I mean, it was a pretty advanced one.
Looks just like your standard tribot to me.
You can't be serious.
Guess you're right. Me and technology are like water and sand. Incompatible.
The expression is water and oil, although that works too. I'll have to install a security system to prevent intrusions like that in the future.
Or maybe just don't do illegal stuff?
Nah, the security system is easier and way more exciting.
Whatever.
Here, take this.
What? Another gun?
My prototype. It's a bust. I'll work out my gravitation particle system differently. Kids can have fun with it.
Say, the gun is nice and all, but that doesn't sound super appropriate. But that makes me think. I'd love to give something nice to Graf. He's always stressed out.
Give him a gun?! What does he love and is missing the most from his life?
Let's see. He loves electronic doodads and his school friend. Forgot his name. Like, maybe something he could use to play with him from a distance? Does something like that even exist?
A computer, Brok. You just described a computer.
Oh, right. Got one?
Yep. Got that one from the lake. It was starting to leak and pollute it. Still in working condition though.
Ew! If you don't mind the fetidness, I'll clean it.
Suit yourself. Consider this a gift for helping me out.
Thanks. Now you're more like the Shay I know. What time is it?
3 p.m.
Oh god, I'm super late! My client's gonna kill me!
Hopefully not. That would be inconvenient.
See ya!
I still need to get back and finish and 100% that game with all the other endings. Insert any material and it will multiply in the air. How about ice? This could make for a handy weapon. And then there's Ot. With the Otta boy. My name is Ot. I've been a citizen of the slums my whole life. I have Miserigenous syndrome. I'm actually not sure how to pronounce that. In other words, I inherited a specific combination of recessive genes from both of my parents, forming a genetical anomaly. Usually children have dormant genes from just one of their parents, so that species expresses itself. Me, both species express themselves. I'm a mixed breed. Due to this, I've been mocked, thrown aside, and got called a lot of things in my life. Most words I wouldn't dare to repeat. Lately, people say I look like cake. Probably the weirdest, but at least it's not offensive as usual. Slumbers can't stand or understand being different. Anything they're not used to is treated as illness, and they see it as ugly. I don't know if I can blame them, but it still hurts. Besides my parents, I don't have many friends who accept me the way I am. Will it be the same when I'm an official resident of the Dome? I guess we'll see. But first, today, I need to find a job. And we are going to the Dome today, the main border post. The place that separates our world from theirs. Oh no. How can I expect to earn unis when there's no one here? No, actually, there is someone. Or rather, something. Hello? Oh, it's you! Please do not mind me. I am working. Oh, I see. You're managing those packages, right? Well, that's exactly what I'm looking for. I thought Ott was 100% a cinnamon roll. He is 100% cinnamon roll. That is not a lie. Looking for packages? No, work. In all these years, no human has asked me. You look happy. I am. Good. So how can I help? Looks like all you do is press these buttons, right? Yes, let me think. How about sharing? Like splitting the tasks? You do the bottom left packages. I handle the top and the right ones. Sounds good. Although I need to earn some unis. Oh, I do not make any money. I am just an old robot. I cannot even remember for what purpose I was created. My memory was formatted about a decade ago. I am sorry. It's okay. I'm still willing to help for a bit. You would do that? For free? Well, if it makes you happy, why not? What's your name? I am Bolt. Glad to meet you, Bolt. I'm Oz. Oh, you do look very attractive. He's a child! No, I mean Ott. O-T-T. Is that so? My processor cannot handle all humans' languages subtleties. Should we start then? Okay. That's for a specific part of the fandom, I'm sure. I helped Bulk for 2 hours. He told me about his technical capabilities, how he was made for one specific task, this fear of being replaced, and his battery running out. On my end, I told him everything about myself, about Natal Untail and how it was a special day. I know he was just a processor unit, but I still kind of felt bad for him. In a convoluted way, I felt closer to him than most humans. That's just like me, having fun with a robot over other teenagers. Relatable. Despite the monotonous work, it was a fun time. Too much time. I promised him to do it again someday, but I was not earning any money. So I left and watched the border. I stayed there, lost in thought. Suddenly, Bolt called out for me. I have good news. While you were away, I checked the manual. There is a mode to earn unis through cashback. Only 0.01 uni per package delivered since the start of the day. In total, I have sent you 40 unis. Oh wow, thank you so much, Bolt. I was helpful? Very. I am glad. But I have to go now. Time to buy myself something before it's too late. I understand. Happy Natal Untail. Goodbye, friend. And now we go back to Kitty Boy. The Kikito Cat. After the Untail Believer incident, I was back in front of my apartment. I had a sinking feeling I was being followed, and it didn't take long to confirm I was. Hello, kitty. Don't move. I can defend myself. No, you got it all wrong. I need your help. Hey, aren't you a rat? No, wait. You're a squealer? Those banned former activists I've heard about? Of course not. I'm a mouse. Rats don't have a mustache. See? But like them, I'm homeless. Sleeping on the floor is making my back ache. When drummers throw away their old mattresses, they're sorted out and fall into that landfill over there. Yes, I remember that minigame. It kinda sucked, I'm not gonna lie. Other slummers are watching over this spot to grab them and do some fishy business. Thankfully, today there are several mattresses available. Lucky day! But I can't access this area without being chased by drones. See, I may have done one or two bad things. I thought so. No, please don't leave. I'd be forever indebted to you if you could get me one. How do I know you're not going to use it in trafficking like you mentioned? Simple. Look. The rat showed me his back. He wasn't lying, judging by the various bruises. Yes, Hello Kitty. They said the thing. They said a thing. Although I wondered if they were really caused by just uncomfortable conditions. 100 unis. That's all the unis I have on this coupon. In the situation I was in, I decided it was worth a shot. Hopefully I wouldn't regret it. Deal. Yes! I'll be waiting at this exact spot. Thanks, little fella. He stayed in the shadows. Clearly, he didn't want to take any risk.
One thing was for sure. I was acting far from my comfort zone today. Was this what the director intended? I had to go through a barbed wire fence to access the landfill. Proof that I wasn't the first one to cross, a massive hole had been cut with pliers, and I was secretly thankful to this anonymous robber. I picked a small mattress. At least that'd be easier to carry. Oof, that's still really heavy though. At my own pace, I was slowly getting back when...
Unauthorized wielder citizen, you are banned under Regulation 1B of the Triangle.
Oh no! I was right. He was a squealer. The rat started to flee, but it was too late, and there was nowhere to hide. The flying apparatus of death was about to shoot. By instinct, I threw a rock at it. I missed, but the drone noticed. So I threw myself under the mattress. Silly idea, but maybe, just maybe, it could protect me enough. I waited, expecting to feel a sudden warmth on my skin, followed by excruciating pain. But it never came. I heard the drone fly away. Getting out of my hiding place, there was neither drone nor rat visible. He managed to escape. Somehow, even though he was the one bringing me into this mess, the way it all ended gave me an odd feeling of joy mixed with sadness, deep within my chest. And then the realization came to me. Great. I just broke the law and earned absolutely nothing from it. Then why didn't it bother me more? The sun was starting to set. 30 minutes. That's all the time I had left. Crap. Quick, Graph. What's the closest store you can think of? I was starting to run. My mind couldn't focus. My mouth was getting dry and my lungs were on the verge of giving out. So much had happened and my brain could hardly control my movements anymore. I made a wish that I would not get a 0 for failing to complete the task. We then come to a storybook art. 15 minutes. I arrived in a busy part of the slums and could finally breathe. The bazaar shop. I was right in front of it, still open. The owner was looking the other way, which gave me some time to peek through the window. And a cruel awakening. There was nothing under 100 unis. Instinctively, my finger went to my phone's contact list. I couldn't let this happen. This was my last chance. I called Brok. Please reply, please. To no avail. Deep down, I knew this would have been a mistake anyway. The rules prevented it. But that didn't make me any less angry at him. When I really should have been angry at myself. It's over. 10 minutes left. A familiar voice calling me.
Graph? Ah, are you? Yeah, I'm here to buy my gift. But...
He showed me his phone. 40 unis. Looks like he didn't have much more luck than I did. I instantly felt anger at myself for the relief that I felt at not being the only one. There's nothing under 100 unis. I am screwed. So am I. 60 unis. We looked at each other. Was this a sign? If we combine both, that's really the only choice.
I agree. Let's do it.
We entered.
Hello, fellas. Hi, Stan. What's wrong, kiddo? What's with that funny look on your face?
I remember you.
Oh, that's right. Graph, this store is meh, I don't really care. I'm closing up shop. Snap up something or get out. We'll take this. Oh, how cute. This piggy looks just like you. Well, better looking actually. This isn't a connected money pig. This is a connected money pig. As far as accuracy and efficiency goes,
That should fit the bill, don't you agree? We probably could have gone for something more personal, but in our situation, this'll do just fine. It's just 100 unis. Real bargain. There goes both our money combined. Thanks, fellas. Now, unless you intend to get something else, no thanks. Then scram. Nice shopkeep. Well, it's done. Did not expect this day to be this stressful. You tell me. I'm so hungry I could eat myself. I know what you mean, but we better get back to the Konsk before we're almost out of time. I'll run home to pick up something up quick. To pick something up quick, then meet you there. Thanks again, Graf. Without you, I couldn't have done it. Don't mention it. Ugh. Results. Even though I didn't really do much of anything. Didn't really have much autonomy in this one. I was on my way to the Consciousness Center. I saw the director talking with Clay and soon heard his familiar whining. Mom! Hey, Mom! You need to listen to me! It was horrible. The customers kept complaining. Those... Take this. No, I don't want to. Just hear me out. We've discussed this before, Clay. I am your mom. You do as I say. Take this pill. I won't. I don't need an antidepressant. I said, take it. Or else. Fine. As I entered the facility, I heard Clay whispering. But I won't. Take a seat, sweetie. Somehow, Ott was already there and eating at his desk. He's told me that he runs fast, but now I believe it. So, what are you eating? Oats. Plant-based foods, but... Clay suddenly went past us, spitting. Everything fine, Clay? Yep, all peachy. My job was amazing. And I got myself a premium musk of the lynx perfume. You're a mountain lion, not a lynx. Details! I'm sure you peasants got something boring and cheap like a cardboard box. Mind your own business, Clay. Man, you really need to improve your witty comebacks. He's right, though. What? Hey, it wouldn't hurt to learn to defend ourselves. That includes verbally. Yawn. I'm tired. Can't wait for this day to end. Students, there is no doubt in my mind that you have achieved your goal. It is time for you to celebrate. Does she even have a mind? One by one, you will tell the class about your day and what you bought for yourself. Some celebration that was. I was starting to feel weary. Odd's situation, however, was worse. It'll be our turn soon. Ott? Ott! Wake up! Nothing worked. Ott was sleeping like a baby. My stress meter gauge was reaching its limits. He probably had sleep to catch up on. Graf? Yeah? Tell us, what did you do today and... Silence! Ott's snoring was probably heard from the other side of the slums. I attempted to respond to distract them. I helped an Untail believer set up her stall in a poor sector of the slums. It was full of wonderful looking items. Items from the old tradition? I think so. Please continue. At the end of the day, I didn't have enough unis to buy anything worthwhile, but Ott was with me in the same predicament. We did the best we could, combining our money to get this connected piggy bank. As you instructed, it is both... Graf, do you realize what you're saying? Psst, sharing your money with others is forbidden, you idiot. You'll get eliminated, both of you. What? This item, is it yours? Or is it for the both of you? cheeks were burning. I was desperately looking at Odd for advice, but it was hopeless. It was pointless. I'm asking you again, Graf. Is it yours only? Yes. Mine only. Sorry. I was just trying to cover for him. He couldn't get one. Understood. You pass. However, I am afraid I have to give an eliminatory 0 to your friend. Rude! My mind did not follow the rest of the celebration. I was too busy thinking. I made the most logical decision. I tried hard to convince myself. I had to. If I hadn't, we both would have been eliminated. This was for the best. But then, Odds eventually woke up. We're in class. Oh no! My turn passed already? He could totally read my face. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. You don't mean... Yeah. You've been disqualified. That's not possible! We bought the item together. You told him that, right? But you weren't awake. Wow, and you call him a friend? He's literally lying to you, chump. Clay! No, let him speak. You've been eliminated because buying an item together is against the rules. Of course you knew. I mean, at least one of you two imbeciles actually read them, right? Shut up, Clay. We don't need you insulting us. It was just a mistake. It's fine, though. Puss here passed. Be a little happy for your friend. Graf, is that true? You lied to the director, to the whole class, and to me? Just so you could pass? It was the only... Odd suddenly stood from his chair and sprinted through the front door. That split second I saw his face. It will remain in my memory forever. He was crying. The session wasn't over, but for him that didn't matter. Me, on the other hand, I was on the verge of collapsing. I had caused this. I was fully responsible. I must look like a zombie when I left the facility. Lifeless and unresponsive. I went back to my apartment. Empty, of course. Brok hadn't come back. I needed someone to talk to. Badly. I attempted to call Brok. Nothing. Busy or out of network, probably. He always has a good excuse. I sent him a message anyway, like throwing a bottle into the sea. The lump in my stomach was widening. It was as if a hole had replaced it. I had failed my best friend, ruined his future. What could I possibly do to fix this? Well, count me out. Cold logic and doing what made sense had gotten me into this mess. There was only one thing I could think to do. I had to. It was the only way to make it would only make things worse for me, but that didn't matter. I just had to fail on purpose. Odd wouldn't want me to, but then again, he probably doesn't ever want to be around me again anyway. I was done caring. It didn't matter right now, though. I couldn't move at all. Just an empty shell, lying on a bed. Wow, that is relatable. Reginald's voice is followed with, "Hey, how's it going, man? Thank you for that. You get the Koopa side eye. He sees you there." Long time no see, Reginald voice. Have we interacted before? I'm trying to remember. If so, it must have been a while. But we're happy to have you, Matt. Welcome to stream. We're just kind of in an intense storybook moment, basically. Curran says, again, great gameplay. Well, it's basically just story time more than anything. It's not really much of a game. It's just kind of a, yeah, just a story without very much by ways of interaction. My best friend had betrayed me. Voice acting Skype group from years ago? Holy crap, that was... Buddy. That was like 12 years ago. Edward James, I remember you. I remember you now. I know exactly who you are. Yes, I do remember you. I couldn't recognize you from the new name. So, I hope you've been well. I've just kind of been doing like this recently, and now I get to put some voice acting skills to the test playing this game, even though I'm doing a pretty awful job. We're buds on Twitter, yeah, but I don't believe we've interacted like much recently at all, if anything. But yeah, it's good to have you, man. Again, like hope you've been doing well. I would expect this from Clay. Never could trust him. But Graf, who had always been so nice to me, I was still dumbfounded. He was the closest person I've ever been to. I always could trust him with anything, without fear of getting dismissed or laughed at. Whenever I'm close to him, I feel happy. A different sort of joy than what I get from my parents. I didn't want to go back home. Mom and Dad would probably comfort me, but they would also be so disappointed. Instead, I was at the border post, the same area from a few hours earlier. I was contemplating the drums on the other side. It was just decided that I would never access it. Did I really want to go there? Honestly, I had no idea. What mattered to me the most was to be with the people I love, and who loved me in return. I only had one true friend, and I just lost him.
Oh, you came back!
Hello, Bolt. At least I still have you.
My main processing unit is telling me that you look sad.
I am. Unfortunately, I don't think there's anything you can do about it.
Oh. Well, I wish you good luck.
Wish. Thanks, Bolt. Maybe I'll do just that.
You are welcome.
At that same moment, I heard some noise coming from the border. A group of people was crossing, exiting the dome. Approaching, I realized it was actually a single individual, accompanied by a few tribots. A stocky, mustached, middle-aged muskrat. The escort stood close to him, as if concerned he was going to slip away. Oh, this guy.
Citizen 415-206-770. You have been expelled under Regulation 45A. Non-payment for medical invoices totaling 24,590 unis, exceeding the maximum debt allowed.
Yeah. I'm dying. Tell me something new. I was shocked. Was this how the drums treated citizens? It reminded me of the strict management we had to deal with at the Consciousness Center. That made sense. Drums were also running that place. My regret about never becoming a drummer lifted a little. Whatever. I couldn't just stay here and do nothing.
Hey, are you kicking this man out because he's dying? Citizen, move. And on this holy day? That's unfair!
Hello, my boy. Do not feel concerned about me.
Our sensors indicate the individual requires an explanation. In order to keep a flourishing state, society has to make the most accurate choices. Curing this man's disease implies refusing to cure other citizens with higher calculated results of survival. Now, please move.
But... It's fine. I've accepted my fate. I'll spend the little time I have left in the slums. I'll get used to it. Please don't threaten them or...
Mister, you don't deserve this. I don't care if I just met you. I can see it in your face. You're a nice person.
Protocol engaged. Target set. Oh no.
3.
Run. Hide yourself.
2.
Please, listen to me.
I was in danger, but my legs refused to move. Why?
Very well, metal executioners. Even in my poor health, I won't let you harm this innocent boy.
The man was in a fighting stance, positioning himself right between me and the 3 bots.
I swear to protect him until my last breath.
At the last minute, the sound of a laser made me jump behind a bench for safety. It was over. I was convinced the man was shot. At that instant, I made a wish. The only thing I could do. It was hopeless, of course, but maybe, just maybe, if I wished strong enough. And then I heard the fight. Though I couldn't exactly see what was happening. Not only was he alive, the man clearly had the upper hand. One big military tribot exploded a bit further from me. It was a stupid thought in the moment, but I was thoroughly impressed. What kind of person is able to fight those machines armed with nothing but their fists? In any case, I was thankful, and a shame that I was the cause of this. If this man died because of me, no matter his fatal disease, I could never forgive myself. Thankfully. One last explosion. I came out from under the bench to see what happened. You won! You really won!
Looks like I did. I may have lost strength, but still have experience. My boy, what you did was pretty reckless.
I know. I just wanted to help.
And I admire that. You remind me of myself when I was your age. I joined the military and trained every day to protect this land.
And now that seems society has failed you.
We protected the citizens, not the society. Citizens like you.
You still can. You saved me and it was incredible. Thank you so much.
No, it was me who should thank you. You made me push my limits to save you. I feel better. And doing a good deed, that's a warm feeling that I still cherish.
That's right. Unfortunately, the world doesn't care. We both got expelled on this Natal Untail Day. I failed my assignment at the Consciousness Center and got disqualified. So I can never join the drums now.
Oh no. I'm so sorry, my boy. Don't lose hope. You're the one who told me that.
I'm not even sure I want it anymore after seeing what they did to you.
Don't think like that. Each situation is different. Nothing's ever so black or white in this world. Like everything else, the Dome has a good and bad aspects. Don't reject it entirely just based off this one incident.
I guess you're right. But it's worse. My best friend lied to me. He lied to pass when he really should have.
Did he mean to hurt you?
Well, not really. It wouldn't have changed anything for me, even if he hadn't lied.
Did he try his best?
He always does. Honestly, I'm not even sure what I would have done in his place. I'm just angry at this whole stupid tradition. Why shouldn't we be able to share our money to help others? Why do we have to do this alone? That's stupid.
You're on the right track. Do you want to be his friend still?
Yes, more than anything.
Then you know what to do. Maybe we owe it to ourselves to keep hoping for a brighter future.
Thank you, mister.
Call me Rick.
Alright, Rick. I'm Ott.
Well, Ott, it's time for me to face my new destiny. As terrible it may be.
Wait, aren't you going back? There's no bot to prevent you now.
What for? There's nothing left for me under that dome. You, on the other hand, was such a bold and young spirit. You have a bright future here.
I'll try.
Take care, my boy.
Thanks again. I hope we see each other again.
Someday.
He has a point. Time to do what's right. And now we're going back to Kitty.
Back then, I don't think any of us knew we'd be suitors. Dude, a lot, a lot can happen in a decade. And I'm not the only case I know of who has migrated from brony to furry and gone like full-on furry in a suit. It's a cycle I've seen repeated many, many times. I was on my bed. It took a while, but the tears had finally started to pour. I couldn't control myself anymore. Are these really the values that are being taught? Individualism? Only thinking about ourselves? Now, if I might interject here, individualism is not, like, by and large, a bad ideal. I always think it's always more important to focus on the individual rather than a community, but that's always kind of just me. I get what they're saying. I know what they're trying to say, and I agree with it, but I just felt like I had to interject there. Only thinking about ourselves? We're supposed to feel good about receiving our own gift? I didn't. I was alone. Nobody cared for me. It felt terrible. The worst since that accident. That's it. I don't want to go to the drums. They've always meant bad luck for me. So what now? I was recalling today's events in my head, trying to think of the positives.
Thanks again, Graf. Without you, I couldn't have done it.
No. You were better off without me. Gosh. I even made someone bleed. As usual, trying to do the right thing came back at me like a boomerang. Stop, Graf. Focus. I said positives. And then, it dawned on me. The best parts were the ones we weren't forced to do. I loved the Old Traditions tale. All those artifacts. The snow globe, the pine tree and garlands. They were all so pretty. So inviting. Looking at them relieved my stress. I enjoyed helping that rat. In retrospect, although he lied about his species, he really seemed to need that mattress. Poor guy. I wish I could do something more for him. Wish.
If you wish for something hard enough, it can happen.
That's right. I don't really know if there's such a god or whatever the Sandtail is, but please, I'm begging you. I want my friend back. This is the only gift I want. Write it down on my list. This day is meaningless if I have no one to share it with. If I can't be with the one person in the world I need the most. He's always been so kind to me. Just like the Natal decorations, a glance at him relieves my worries. We always helped each other with homework. Together. I can't bear thinking he might fade away from my life someday, like a snowflake landing softly on warm skin. Wait, what a weird thought. I don't even know what snow's like. right when I was laughing at the absurdity of it. Must be Brok. Of course, he forgot to take his key again. Just a sec. Ott? Hi, Graf. Can we talk? Yes, of course. You know, I get it. It wasn't much of a choice. That still doesn't absolve me from what I did. I'll tell everything to the director. No! You shouldn't, because then I don't want to go to the drums anymore. Not like this anyway. Not if I had to lie to everyone, including my best friend. Are we? I hope so. Graf, Look, I'll send a message right now. Alright, but promise me, whatever happens, we'll stay friends. Forever. I'll send a message too then. If there's one lesson to learn from all this, it's that we have to share everything, and that includes the blame. Wow, you read my mind. We really should have read those rules, huh? Yeah, although that wouldn't have changed the outcome. We were both short on money. Well, don't just stand there. Come in. We both wrote a message to the director, explaining our day and the reason we did what we did. I knew I had screwed up my future, yet I felt relieved. This was the right thing to do. And set. It's done. We're both permanent slummers now. Hey, you're smiling. Yeah. Wanna know why? It's silly, but I've been told that if you wish for something hard enough, it can materialize. Well, my wish got granted. Did it? Where did you hide your mountain of wealth? You're stupid. Incidentally, I learned the same thing too. What are the odds it happened to both of us on the same day? Well, the day is far from over. Anything you want to do? You know, I've been thinking. Everything that went wrong was due to one single thing. I know. Natal Untail. I hate it. This whole tradition is rotten. Earlier today, I helped an Untail believer set up her stall. I took pictures. Look. Wow! That's real pretty. I've never seen anything like it. How about decorating our homes? For real? How do you suggest we do that? I suggest we even do that. We can't afford to buy all that stuff. Well, I've got some ideas. Come on. It'll be fun. Yeah. Me and Ott rushed to the landfill next to my apartment. We collected junk, and we were going to do the best we could with them. With a bunch of bottle caps and wires, we made some improvised garlands. With old light bulbs and strings, we had balls to hang on our future pine tree. No chance we'll ever find a pine tree, though. Or any tree for that matter. We may not need to. Ott approached the carcass of an old tribot. Wow. What? How could this be? Watch. Ott took one of the spray paints he had given me for an art lesson earlier this year. He painted it green from head to toe. To my surprise, the result was pretty good. We proceeded to insert sticks through various holes, so that we could hang our homemade garlands on it later. Thankfully, the internal components have already been removed, so it was light enough to carry around. Oh, got another idea! With these two ceiling globes of different sizes, I'll put some glue on the base here and spray paint them white. Oh, just like a snowman. It's just missing a face and a nose and... We carried on like this for an hour. It was one of the happiest moments of my life. How ironic that it came right after one of the worst. We were laughing at each other for all our stupid ideas, and yet the results outshined all our expectations. We brought all this home,
when...
Huh? Hey kiddos, what are you doing with all that junk?
Brok, you're back! It's not junk. It's Natal tail decorations.
Natal... what?
And just let us set up everything. Oh no, that reminds me. I need to head home. The flood.
It's fixed.
What? You mean you actually...
Got your message, Graf. As soon as I was done with my client, I dropped by your friend's home. Was easy peasy with the right tools. Well, it's a temporary fix, but good enough for now.
Graf, I don't even know what to say. I felt so guilty, lost in my thoughts. Sending Brok that message was the least I could do.
Thanks, Brok. But don't mention it. Friend of Graf?
Ott.
Yeah, your parents said they'll need an hour or two to clean up, so you can stay over with us for now.
Great! Come on, Ott, let's set everything up. With the help of Brok, we went even further. We made plenty more to decorate the hall and the front of our building. It was inviting and friendly, like the entrance to a party. All done!
Great job, kiddos. This is wonderful. Well, don't know about you, but I'm starting to feel a little peckish. Unfortunately, it's not like we... Huh? Who's at the door? Hey, hello.
Mom? Dad? Is it already time to pick me up?
Well, we came by to say thank you for saving our day. What a mouth-watering smell.
I prepared too many roasted bugs yesterday. With the league, we had no time to eat properly. Plus some dessert. I hope you like apples pie.
Oh man, I love those. I tried to make that pie before, but it was a disaster. You gotta give me your recipe.
Sure thing.
By the way, what's with all the weird ornaments?
Dad, we're celebrating Natal Tale.
You mean Natal Untail?
Nope. We're doing it the way of the ancients. Oh, how cute.
Hey guys, what do you say we all have dinner together? There's not much space, and not enough seats, but maybe we can scooch the sofa to the table?
That's the spirit, Brok.
Yeah, I learned fast.
And this is how we all got together. We all got to spend the evening together. We took turns and told stories. Ott chose to explain how the best part of his day was helping a robot and a dying man at the border post. I just realized he's homeless now. I should have given him our address. We could have hosted him.
Don't feel so bad, son. If what you say is true, you gave him the most precious gift of all.
Which one?
Hope.
I'll make sure to send a wish his way if it helps. We can do one together. Always worth a try.
I also just noticed. There's an art error. One of Brok's fingers is miscolored. It's the same color as the lemon, and not the green. I chose to name it Opt and told all those around the table about the squealer. At the mention of that name, everyone thought I was crazy for helping him. But once I finished, they understood. On this special day, we both loved those unplanned, selfless acts. Even if we didn't earn any money from them, we got a different, intangible reward. Hey, that's what I do every day, pretty much anyway. You're not wrong. We told jokes, we laughed, we ate delicious food. Sharing and giving, spending time with loved ones. Unknowingly, we had all captured the true meaning of Natal Tale. I started to notice Ott had been recording videos of our private celebration. Suddenly, he shot off his phone and made a more serious face.
Graf, it's time. We owe the truth to our parents.
You mean?
Yeah. Mom, Dad, we have some unfortunate news. Me and Graf, we won't be going to the drums.
What? Graf, is that true?
Yes, all because of stupid rules. We explained how a lack of unis from our labor forced us to pay for the cheapest item together. I'm sorry, Dad. I know how much this meant to you.
Son, come here.
Ott looked as if he was preparing to get the biggest scolding of his life.
Those benevolent acts were a mistake. Spending your time on them was the cause of your failure. We've invested so much into your future. You had no right to do this. You failed me, and you failed your family.
But Dad! Honey, I'm not sure.
Shh. Come closer, son. And that's an order. That's what I would say if I was one of those heartless robots who only cared about cold data. But I'm not. I'm human and so are you. We make mistakes, and sometimes it's for the best. I understand the reasons why you did it, but I won't put the blame on you because, hey, I would have done the same. Come on, give a hug to your old dad.
They embraced each other, though with the expression on Ott's face, I could tell he was being hugged a bit too tight.
As long as you act with your hearts, with reason, we'll always support you. I'm not saying I'm happy about it, but we shouldn't accept it. The kids did the right thing. I'll solve this with your director tomorrow.
That won't be necessary. We all lifted our heads to look at an unexpected scene. At the entrance were the director and Clay.
What's going on, and who left the door open?
I have the keys to the whole city.
That's concerning.
We've been here for a while, and none of you even noticed. Are you guys drunk or what?
Well, I'm not pleased about this intrusion of our privacy.
What's going on? I'm here thanks to my son.
Clay, what did you do exactly?
The right thing, I hope? Let's just say I have a better understanding of the situation from earlier today. In addition, I noticed your efforts to celebrate this evening, even after a hard day of work. Despite not being the intended way, you've shown creativity and skill. Congratulations! Therefore, I shall grant you an exception. You can continue your studies and hope to integrate into the drums soon. For real?
If Mom says so,
then it is. Sucks I'll be stuck with you a little while longer. Thank you. I want this chance. It won't be easy though. You're not done yet.
Hey, Robot Madam, can you really bend the rules that easily?
No rule was bent. It's solely about the interpretation. I can't punish students for not reading the rules when I didn't read them carefully enough myself? You mean you didn't write them? Maybe we've been wrong.
About?
Everything. Only time will tell. Now, we're not going to be a bother much longer. No, please. You can stay with us a bit longer. Both of you. You guys are way too corny and smelly in here. I'm gonna be sick. No worries, I'll hand you a good vomit bag.
Graf, don't respect this scrawny lion boy.
Scrawny? I'll show you, Scrawny! Oh, come on. You've got no chance in a fight against Brok. Just you wait. Clay, you are factually a scrawny mountain lion. No, not you too, Mom! We enjoyed ourselves a bit longer. And when it was all said and done, that was great! You know what would have been you know what would have made this perfect though? Snow.
Sorry to disappoint you, son. It's not like anyone could generate snow at will.
I know.
Well, I guess Shay could. She's not your regular hum. Wait! Maybe we can after all. The gun!
What gun?
You said you left the mattress around here, right?
Yeah, in front of our building. Why?
Brok retrieved a big weapon that looked like a toy, then left. We all followed him as he picked up the mattress, only to watch him tear a hole in it.
Whoa, hey, you're destroying it!
Yeah, but for a good cause. He took the synthetic fibers, put him inside the gun, and shot it in the air. I have a gun. And go pew. That actually worked? It's just like snow. The particles fell onto us, gently, as though time itself had begun to move in slow motion.
Wow!
Well, it's not exactly the same, or not as cold, or...
Quiet, Brok. Let's just enjoy this.
Ott took his phone and started filming.
Mom, should we tell him?
Not yet. The slumps deserve to experience it too. I was very pleased. Everything had turned out way better than I could have ever expected. Yet, there's still one part of Natal missing. Explain?
The presents.
Yeah, I already bought myself something.
No, Clay. Giving presents to others. What? Why?
Well, as it so happens, I do have a gift for you, Graf.
Really?
Yeah. Merry Natal.
A computer? Amazing, but how? I didn't even say anything.
Hey, can't live with someone without figuring out a thing or two.
Thank you so much. Maybe you could play games? Would you let me try it, Graf? Of course.
I see. Son, I'll get you one too.
Really? You would?
Not today, but if you keep working hard, it's a promise. Consider this a late Natal gift to you.
Awesome! We'll be able to play games together, even at a distance. I can't wait. But, Dad, if you have to use that money for something more important, that's okay.
Nothing's more important than you, son.
Thanks, but this is getting embarrassing.
Ugh.
Still offering that vomit bag, Graf? I feel like I'm gonna need it.
Actually, I have something better. Here, Clay. For you.
What?
Your piggy bank?
Why the heck would I want this barely less ugly than odd piggy bank? You bought this for yourselves. Just take it.
I'm sure you're the biggest spender of us. I cannot deny that.
Mom, why do you always have to shame me in public?
I am merely stating a fact.
Well, thanks, I guess. Holy, did I really hear what I think I did? I heard it too. It's called being polite, you dummies. Mom, why are you looking at me like that? Oh. Alright, enough. I get you. After all, my natural scent is amazing. Don't need this.
Your perfume?
Take it, Ott. Even if I doubt the most powerful fragrance could ever cover your hog stench. That's so cool. Thanks a lot, Clay. I'm out of here.
Very well. This is our time to say goodbye. Thank you. He loves that piggy bank.
Sure does. Look how hard he was holding on to it.
After they left, we continued the improvised gifting. Among other things, I gave Ott a poster of the Master Tweaks. We were both fans of this musical group. I didn't really have anything to give Brok, but he said he only wanted to see me happy. I'll still find something for him in the next few days. We were going to call it an evening, and Ott was leaving with his parents. The night had arrived, but it hadn't arrived alone. Curious inhabitants from our building noticed the bright decorations and were attracted like flies to a flame. So we spent a while to explain what it all meant. Soon, people from the next block came to visit, and then more from further away. Eventually, they took videos of our decorations and posted them on the tri-web. The word was spreading, going viral. Me and Ott spent the last hours of the day making our own video too. We gave silly tips for making the decorations, which folks eventually considered as a tutorial. In another video, we used footage of our dinner to explain the meaning of Natal. Why sharing was important to us. How gifts to others were much more rewarding than keeping them to ourselves. The next day, our video had garnered 1,000 views. Slumber kids reproduced our decorations, and soon the sector was filled with them. That day, most who followed Natal Until's rules and bought goods for themselves ended up giving them to someone close to them instead, promising that the next year they would get them something more personal. 2 days after, it was the whole slums. Our video was reaching hundreds of thousands of views. Basically, the entire slums population that was connected to the tri-web experienced it, and it started expanding into the drums. We got asked how we made snow happen. Brok decided to spend some time using Shay's gun for the children to have fun under the fake snow. One kid or two accidentally swallowed some of the fibers. Thankfully they're okay, but that made Brok be more cautious. I asked Brok to pick up more mattresses. We left them at the entrance of the sewers. Hopefully that rat could finally have something soft to sleep on. Later on, a special announcement was made from the government. From now on, Natal would officially return. Under conditions, decorations could only be made from recycling old materials, and gifts were forbidden to be thrown away. We'll see how these rules will be followed, but in the meantime, Ott and I were pleased to be the ones who started all this. They also promoted Sandtail and sold disguises. Children were invited to make lists of wishes. I was starting to get concerned that the commercial aspect would take over again. In addition, a spectacle was organized for everyone to see. Our mesmerized gazes were directed to the dome, which was generating fake snow. I suspected this was what inspired snow globes in the first place. And then we see snow outside. Graph, look! Is it? Yeah. It's real. It's snowing. Merry Natal, everyone.
Why is he wearing the shoes now? You betrayed us, Brocky.
Merry Christmas and Merry Natal. Thanks, Fabrice. And that is the end. With more character art, I believe those were the original artists from the original game. Well, it wasn't really much of a game, but you know, hey, it was nice story time. Good story time. Nice, cozy, chill way to celebrate the season.
Hey, boss. How come Reed gets to sleep on a mattress? It's no fair.
What?
What's that about? Says he found one under the pipe mail.
So? You think it got sent through the pipe for him?
Ha! Well, yeah.
Reed?
Yeah, Chief?
Give me that.
What? Hey! That's no fair, boss! You already got a bed with sheets and a mattress and everything.
Me is me, and all yous are yous.
You can't be the only guy privileged.
That's a source of conflicts.
But it was left for me.
Oh yeah? Prove it.
Okay, so if all the guys get a mattress, that'd be okay, right? Ha! As if that would happen.
Hey, Chief. There's a whole lot of mattresses there.
What the? This must be a natal miracle. One big storybook. I love it.
Yeah, and it's for free. It's for free on Steam, so you can play it for yourself.
And then you go through it over and over and over and over again.
Why the long face, officer? The others all took vacations for the natal period. The only one left is me and you. I always work because I'm useful. I love my job. But it's lonely.
Well, let me introduce you to your new colleague. Hello.
A tribot?
It will assist you well on duty. Way more efficient than any of us humans.
Huh. If you say so.
Glad to help. I'll get back to my office.
You never leave this place, do you?
This is the lot of us all in the police. Pleased to meet you. I have work to do. Leaving now. Catch you later, big furry human.
Oh, Sin. Hi, my man. Wait, are you still at the police department? This late on Natal Week? Yeah. We'd love to have you at our home for a special evening. We? Me and the two loves of my life, of course.
Hi, Mr. Big Bear. You're so cute.
Oh, hello, little one.
I want to cuddle him like my teddy bear. Can I? Can I, Daddy?
Oh, honey, he'll be our guest. You don't cuddle guests. See, you really have to come now, or you'll make the little girl really sad. But I said to the chief, come on, man, this will be fun. We'll have dinner, a lot of drinks, and we got a gift for you. Deal. Thanks, man. You're my best friend. Same.
Oh, so wholesome and so happy.
Something like that. Hey, Grace, if you need a Japanese translation, hit me up. I can't get it done by Christmas, but, you know. I would not say no.
Hey, guys. Come here. Got something to tell you. Emergency contamination in the lab. All personnel must exit immediately. What's going on?
You again, Mink? What have you done this time?
Hey, calm down. Everything's fine.
Surely you don't mean...
Just needed your attention.
Toying with government instruments, I see. I'll add this to your annual reports.
I wouldn't have to if you two would listen to me.
So, what do you want?
Ever heard of this new trendy thing?
Natal Tale?
Well, I brought all kinds of decorations I made myself at home. Is that why you're interrupting our working process? Do you realize how much precious time I'll be losing by having my brain readjust? Yeah, ask the government to take it off my salary. Just look. They're, rubbish? I did my best. I can improve these. With some neon thermoplasma bulbs, I can transform them to be see-through walls. What?
Tidy, please install those garlands before we regret it.
Yep. Starting the hanging process.
Good, Tidy.
And that's not all. Got gifts for you guys. You mean you're going to give me a present? Yeah, that's the spirit of this new thing. Here. That's Well, if you're at a loss for words, that means I did it right. This one's for you, Dr. Hush.
Thank you so much, lad. These are nice socks.
I noticed you always wore the same ones. He doesn't wear any at all!
Well, thanks for paying attention. I'm sorry, I don't have a gift for you.
I have
You have what?
a gift for you.
Mink, you made me a gift? For real?
Yes. I was waiting for the right moment.
Oh my, you wrapped it perfectly.
How? Well, I set up a new procedural model for my nanobots, specifically trained on videos of packaging. This took a few days and used 60% of the energy allocated for the lab this month, but the result is magnificent.
You did what?
I needed a test subject to give this to, and Hush is out of the question, so that leaves only you.
I...
Oh, you're at a loss for words too? The experiment is a success. In your face, Hush!
That's Dr. Hush to you. And this is no competition, Dr. Mink. Look what you've done to our poor guard. He's crying.
Huh?
I've never gotten an actual present before. Thank you!
Wow! Please don't kill me! Mink?
He's hugging you.
Oh. Oh! That's nice, actually. No!
No! Then what was the point?
You're just clueless as always, Hush.
I give up.
Oh, that was cute and wholesome. Always nice to see Mr. Hush.
Be sure to check out the main game based on this, Brok the Investigator. Yes, I played it on stream. It was a good time. Share the word about the Little Christmas Tale with your friends. Posting a review/rating helps too. If you enjoyed this, feel free to donate a little something. It'll be used to make new Brok projects. You'll get 15 digital postcards to send to your family and friends. See, there you go, guys. If you want to help support the project, here you go. Download the game, get the main game, support the dev, buy some merch and stuff, and all that wonderful, beautiful stuff. We'll continue here. We're getting ready for more Brok content. The Brawl Bar DLC, wishlisted now. I already have. And we'll also be playing that on stream when it comes out. By the way, this game was entirely made by the Brok VN engine. You know how to make your... Yeah, there's a new, he released the engine that he made this game in, so you can make your own fanfiction Brok games if you want. So you can ship yourself with characters, which is probably what the majority of it's going to be used for. Simply don't need any programming knowledge to start with it. Check it out. It's very user-friendly and all that beautiful stuff. I might do something with it. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, that is it. That is Brok, Natal Tale, A New Christmas. Again, there wasn't really much of a game. It was just a nice, fun little story to go through. Hope you guys had a good time. I had a good time narrating this because there was no voice acting for it. I did my best. Hopefully it was serviceable at the very least. Anyways, and it's almost 9 o'clock here, so I think I'm going to go ahead and start winding down for the evening. We're going to go ahead and go back over to here. And I'm going to say thank you guys again for coming out tonight and joining me on this little story time stream that I did not expect it was going to be. But, you know, hey, things change and things develop. So, hey, storytelling stream. I guess I should do more of those more often. I don't know. I can only talk for so long before my voice starts to just... I guess not get gravelly, but really, really tired, and I don't sound as good as I would otherwise. That's even under the assumption that I sound good at all, but anyways, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to get this VOD downloaded. I'm going to upload this back up to my, I think this will go up on my VOD channel, probably. There's not really much of a need to put this on my, I don't know if I'll put it on our main channel. I don't know. I'll put it on one of my two channels. So keep an eye out for that if you missed part of the story, or you just want to revisit it, or you can just play the game yourself, whatever you want to do. I'm not your mother. Up, it is 9 o'clock, and it means my computer is now in orange light mode, so I best get out of here and cut down on my screen time. Anyway, guys, that was a nice, wholesome story. I hope you guys enjoy that story as well. I do wish you guys a very Merry Christmas season. However you're spending it, and whoever you're spending it with, I hope it's the best that it could be for you. Praying for you guys. God bless everyone. God bless you all. You guys are in my prayers. You guys are amazing. You guys have an amazing Christmas season. You guys have an amazing New Year. I will probably see you guys on stream next in the new year, unless something changes, which I doubt. But anyways, just follow me on Twitter. That's where I'm most active, and that's where I will keep you guys updated for stream updates and all. But anyways, I'm going to get out of here. You guys have an amazing season, an amazing Christmas season. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year. Love you all. Rowdy loves you. And until next time, whenever that is, this is Chief Scarneck. Peace and good night.